What's up everyone, it's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and this video is going to be a little bit different. This is kind of a off-the-cuff, unplanned unboxing video, so apologies on the setup, it's not perfect, but you know, I wasn't planning on doing this, so I never said anything aside for it, but I just said why not. So there's going to be two things in this video. I'll get through one first and then the other. So the main focus on this video is going to be the Monster Hunter 4 limited edition new 3DS XL. So the regular size isn't available over here as far as I know. They didn't have any in GameStop today and they were never advertising them or anything like that, but this one is gorgeous looking and it's got the design and all, as you can see on there. It's got the Monster Hunter 4 design and it comes with a 4GB micro SD card with Monster Hunter 4 pre-installed on it. So take a quick look. Side, more artwork. Top tells you what comes in. It's the 3DS and the game. Bottom, the usual, that's all empty crap. And then we take a look at the back. So you've got your standard little Monster Hunter explanation about the game, really. And then it goes over the features of the actual 3DS XL, new 3DS XL itself. It's got the super stable 3D, which is the evolution of the original 3D. It now has a face tracking camera. So you don't have to sit in that sweet spot for 3D. It will actually track your face and adjust the 3D for it. Which would be kind of handy because that was one of the, well, it's one of the few reasons. There was a couple, but we'll go with one of the few that I never used the 3D or rarely used the 3D on my original, my old school first gen 3DS. It's got the XL screens, just like, well, it's 3DS XL. It's got the C-Stick. Now the C-Stick is a handy one because if you played some games without a C-Stick or without the Circle Pad Pro on the old ones, movement, well not movement, depending on the game, camera movement was a bitch. I know personally Monster Hunter, Resident Evil Revelations on the 3DS was a nightmare to play without the Circle Pad Pro, because I played it for about half an hour, maybe an hour with it back in the day, and it was, oh Jesus, I had to go and get the Circle Pad Pro straight away. Obviously I had the Circle Pad Pro after that. So when Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate came out, apologies on the dog going crazy, when the Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate came out, I had it ready for that, for the camera and all. It was great. It also has this new 3DS also has the expanded CPU, so some games that can support it, Monster Hunter 4 being one of them, you'll get better textures, better performance, all that kind of stuff. You also have, it has NFC functions for amiibo support. For some games will allow that. Codename Steam will let you do that, scanning your amiibos, your Fire Emblem amiibos, and you'll get the characters in game. Now, enough of me rambling on. We'll take an actual look on the 3DS itself. Now, let's see. It's a fairly small box. Okay, we move the box. Let's see what we have here. Okay, it's just standard paperwork. I'm going to take a quick look at it. It's only going to be 1 or 2 seconds because no one gives a shit about this. Augmented reality cards for the built-in camera game support and all. PIN code for registering the game and 3DS. For the Nintendo or Club Nintendo channel, which is actually going to be cancelled this year. Customer support, quick start guide, operations manual. Yeah, let's forget about all that and we'll move this aside and we look at the actual 3DS. Oh my god, I can see it through the wrapping. It looks nice. It feels nice. Oh my god, it looks even better in person. So let me just turn this. Now, as you can see, it's got like a reflective sheen off it. It's still plastic, but it looks brushed metally, even though it obviously still is plastic. It feels like plastic, but oh my god, it's gorgeous. That's all I can say. It's got the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate logo and all on there too. Let's see the back. Back also has the logo and that is gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous. Let's open it up. Oh my god, it's huge. That's what she said. See, I only had the original. I got my 3DS, my original 3DS, the day it came out, so I never upgraded. I can feel That looks like it would be good. It's good reach on it. Wow, that's gorgeous. It feels fairly sturdy and fairly heavy. I won't even say I'm a bit disappointed because the inside isn't a brushed metally. I think that would be a little bit possibly distracting. But this is nice. Let's take a look at the little C-stick. Obviously you have to see my reflection, but you've got the little C-stick. It works kind of like the old laptop cursor kind of things. It doesn't actually move. You put your finger on it, rotate it, or not rotate it, slide it across left or right a little bit. It'll be curious to see if that holds up good or not. But oh, the stick, it feels tighter in a good way than the original 3DS. Don't know about the original 3DS XL, but than the original 3DS, this is nice. You see my big dirty man prints all over it already. Okay, that looks nice so far. One thing about this actually has, let me close this. This actually has I've seen pictures and all of it and diagrams. It has a micro SD card, like I said earlier, a 4 gig micro SD card inside here with Monster Hunter 4 pre-installed on it. If you want to get in at it, it can be a bit of a pain, you actually need a Phillips size 0 screwdriver to take these out. Now, I've borrowed one off a friend, so that's not really an issue, because I need to transfer my stuff from my old 3DS to this. So that'll basically be the main thing about it. It's got smart Wi-Fi, so you don't have to keep turning it on and off, and you can do whatever you want with it. It'll auto-adjust the screen. What do we have here? Let me take a look. Oh, there are indicator lights and a power button, and there's my stylus, headphone jack, and here we go. Stylus, headphone jack, and game card slot. So that's pretty much the main thing. Oh, power. Oh, and it has, because of the Circle Pad Pro, it has the 2 expanded buttons, which basically you have like L1, R1, and L2, R2. I don't know if I said it already. I think I may have. This doesn't actually come with a charger. None of the new ones do. But if you have DSi or any of the DSi families, any of the 3DS or 3DXL chargers will work with this. So I have my old 3DS charger, which will do me just fine. So that's everything for me covered. Now, I'm just going to put this aside for 1 second. And now we're going to move on to the next one that's going to be in this video, which is The Legend of Zelda. Let me just focus and get the light on it. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3DS Special Edition. So, I got this as well this morning. Picked up both of them. Artwork, as you can see, on the sides of the box and the front. What this one mainly comes with, it comes with obviously the game. It comes with a separate steel book, which is nice. I'm a game collector and a case collector and things like that. So it's going to be nice for the old collection. It also comes with a Majora's Mask pin and a double-sided poster. Let me see if I can get in close on that. Yeah, you get the idea. It's not a great picture, but that's why we're going to open it up, look inside, and see what that shows off. Now, let's open this up. There's one other thing in here. Okay, so first off, we'll take a look at what is the double-sided poster. Came in a nice little slip plastic cover. Okay, this looks nice already. Yeah, this is definitely nice. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to hang this up. I'm not usually a poster guy. But, oh wow. Wow. Give me 1 second. Yeah, that is nice. I'm going to just pick the camera up and we'll get a proper look. Okay. It's not a great look, but it's certainly an improvement. Now, that's a nice one, but I personally think this side is much nicer. It's got like an evil, dark looking Link kind of thing. It's really nice. It looks like it's kind of a charcoal paint kind of deal, so it's very pleasant. The problem is, like I said, I don't know if I could bring myself to do that. Hang it up, that is. I don't usually put posters up myself. Now, let's see what else we have here. This is, well, this is the game itself, obviously. As you can see, it's still perfectly sealed. I haven't opened this, obviously. I'm just talking in circles here. But I've heard that, well, first off, the box feels really light. But I've heard that this doesn't come with a manual, which would explain why it's really light. So because of that, what I've heard with all what's actually is and isn't in it, I'm not going to bother opening this right now because, I mean, it's just going to be the usual little software, you know, how to use your 3DS, how to use your games, blah, blah, blah. So, we'll throw that aside. The steelbook. Steelbook feels nice. It's got the raised mask etching on it. As you can see, it's a little bit reflective. But we won't worry about that. So, it definitely feels nice. Little bit of art on the back, as you can see. Let's open it up. Okay, it's got the raised, well, the indent on it. It's actually, oh, it's a little bit flimsy. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Yeah, that's extreme minimal force. But I think that's all to do with the little divider in the center. You can see it again there. But we won't worry about that. That's not a major takeaway point. So, okay, there's nothing else in there. Take that aside. So this is what should be the Majora's Mask pin. Now, if you give me 1 second while I fumble around cluelessly with it. This is embarrassing. This is very embarrassing. And yeah, here we go. Now, let's get this top off. It's very small. It's a lot smaller than I expected. It's a lot smaller than I expected. I think, like, when you look at the size of my hands, I mean, I've got medium, large-ish hands. It's fairly small. Let me see if I can use something else as a reference. Yeah, I can use the 3DS as a reference. The new 3DS. So, you've the new 3DS XL, and there you go. Just as a point of reference. Now, having said that, even if it is small, let's take it out. It's definitely got weight to it for the size of it anyway. That's unexpected. I mean, see, it's got nice detail. Definitely has nice detail. I mean, look at just at the top. You can see it's got nice detail. The embroidery on the eyes. Apologies for I bite my fingernails, so I may look like a crack addict or something, but it doesn't matter. And yeah, it's a pin, so it's not really an issue. So it's nice. It'll probably stay in a box, or I might put it on display on top of one of my bookcases with all that kind of stuff in it. There's also just one other thing I'll just throw in as well. This came free because I pre-ordered Zelda. Now, excuse me 1 second. Okay, so it's a little white box. Yes, it's a little white box. The box is not obviously what came with free, but inside it is a Majora's Mask paperweight. Now, again, I'll probably never use that as a paperweight. Let's take it out, open it up. So, yeah, it's a nice little extra touch. Just a clear paperweight. It obviously has very little weight, but it only has to hold down paper, so that's not an issue. So, that's it for this video. This impromptu unboxing of the new 3DS XL Monster Hunter 4 Limited Edition, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3DS Limited Edition, and, well, paperweight pre-order bonus. So, let me know what you think of the new 3DS, the Monster Hunter version, as well as Zelda itself and the collector's edition of that, or, just the regular edition of it, the regular edition of the 3DS XL, new 3DS XL. Jeez, that's always a mouthful to say. So, thanks for letting me know all about that. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for, well, in this case, watching. Hit the subscribe button, leave me a like, and I will see you in my next video.